With this energy of fortune's wheel and luck and right timing, this is somebody that is very excited about a special moment that they are like planning, maybe to speak some sort of personal truth, step forth and confess feelings, or, make those intentions known to you in a way they haven't done so far. But this is somebody that has been putting a lot of care and attention into kind of like getting the wording right. This feels like somebody who, for a period of time, got stuck in the energy of overthinking, but they have kind of shaken themselves out of that stupor. They realize that time is of the essence. Not that there is any kind of like risk that, you're just going to like shut this person out, because it feels like there's some kind of understanding between the two of you. There's still some sort of connection. You're still in communication, but there's also the sense of sort of like when you know, and they are very certain that they do want forward progress with you. They want to make you aware that although it may be kind of like a longer journey, or there's still maybe steps to take before you're in that blissful union, the exclusivity with one another, that this is somebody that has kind of like kept their intentions, or feelings that have either deepened or developed for the first time. They've kept those things hidden from you. There's only been suggestion. There's only been kind of the intensity of like deep eye contact, moments where the chemistry between the two of you is so thick that it kind of like filled the room, almost like with a stuffy energy, or something even where people, that might have seen the two of you together were kind of like, is there something going on between the two of you? And this person and you could have just been like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. We're friends, or, just kind of brushed it off in some sort of way. But this is somebody that has definitely been kind of like thinking about exploring something more, taking things to the next level. And so they are taking full advantage of this moment in the here and now to bring that truth to you, to express that to you, to start to kind of look towards more of the future in terms of the coming like weeks and months, what can develop, like where they want to start to direct this connection moving forward. We also have dances on one foot, balancing act. So this person feels like you have a really good back and forth with one another. There's a lot of mutual respect and understanding that maybe even happens very wordlessly. Energetically speaking, there's a harmony between the two of you that it feels like has provided them with certain reassurances that let them know like things can only get better from here. This is somebody that is not giving much kind of attention to any fears or hesitations, things that in the past had kind of caused them to sort of, tiptoe up into that sort of mental realm and kind of like think about things from every angle, to miss opportunities to kind of speak that truth, or to kind of just take sort of a nonchalant approach moving forward. This is something where this person is very satisfied that, the banter, the back and forth, the energetic exchange between the two of you in different ways, it has enough kind of momentum, fluidity, and at the same point in time like a groundedness or a dependability, a consistency. You just get one another, you understand one another, the vibe feels right. And so to open those doors to a deeper romantic experience, or maybe exploring romance for the first time, this is something that like reassures this person that there's already enough of like an energetic foundation, or like a foundation of like a vibe between the two of you, that is enough to kind of compel them to just sort of take that leap of faith forward, dance out of the sort of like known or established territory between the two of you, to take more of a lighthearted approach, something that is more just kind of exploratory, where this isn't kind of like controlling the outcome of sort of like, these are the things that'll happen. This is where, my intentions sort of are set, and we will go there according to the following steps. But this is somebody that wants to kind of open the door to their heart, let you see a little bit inside about this kind of curiosity, this affection that has developed for you, or feelings that have deepened beyond, what they've expressed up to this point in time. This is somebody that wants to kind of make a little bit more known to you. We also have hollow bone, teachability. So it feels like this person had a particular sort of like idea of who you would be when they first met you, and you have in certain ways kind of like fit that criteria in a very beautiful capacity. It's provided them a lot of reassurance that their instinct kind of like taking steps towards you, establishing a friendship or anything that's been like a casual romance so far, that this is something that was, in accordance with kind of like what their intuition was saying. This is somebody that equates their own intuition with kind of like their highest good, their highest self. When they follow their intuition in circumstances, it's almost like it never leads them astray. And so the fact that this is has played out as it has between the two of you. This is something that is, having those kind of check marks in the right column, as far as like their intuition is satisfied, their higher self is satisfied. But there's also this energy where the impression that they had of you, or how things would sort of turn out between the two of you, what might be experienced, you also have kind of like reshaped the expectation that they had of like who you are as a person. A lot of little pleasant surprises have come forth, and it might not be things that you'd expect. It almost feels like moments where you were kind of like, quirky, or you kind of stumbled, or something that came out that was more sort of reactionary as opposed to like a response. You accidentally say something, or it didn't come out right, or there was kind of like a misunderstanding, or you didn't put your best foot forward. Things like that, it feels like, have proven to be very endearing to this person. They like those flaws, which you might consider to be flaws, or moments that weren't exactly your best. It feels like it sort of like develops the character of who you are beyond kind of this impression that this person had, how you'd appear at the surface, how maybe other people that don't know you as well, or like on a casual basis, would just make certain assumptions about you. But the reality of who you are, those kind of like paradoxes inside almost, that feels to be something that is really enticing this person to take a step towards you, to, lean into this more, because there's a sense of like, if I'm already sort of like seeing these things about you which fit, which feel right, but then there are things that totally come out of left field. I didn't anticipate that side of your personality, and it's not a turn off. It's actually something that's turning them on. This is somebody that is kind of like, they would be a fool not to, take steps forward. They'd be a fool not to explore this more. We also have beloved, radical acceptance. Yeah, so this is somebody that those feelings are intensifying for you. This is somebody that does not feel it's in their best interest to kind of like hold back, keep that truth hidden. This is somebody that wants to add fuel to the fire in terms of the experience between the two of you, expressing more, making it clear that they are open for your expression as well. This is somebody that wants to fan those flames of love and affection. They are looking forward to intimate moments, spicy time, even kind of just regular and ordinary experiences with one another, where it's not just kind of like this carnal, lust-based experience with one another that develops, but also ways in which you continue to, kind of get to know the humanness about one another, the ordinary aspects. This is somebody who's very curious about, like, what are your dreams? What are your aspirations? How do those link in with kind of like things that they want, things that they are trying to achieve in their life overall? So it feels like, get ready for more kind of like deep or expansive conversations with this person. Things that may seem kind of like random, or that are sort of just like different from how they've approached you so far, like a lot of openness, spontaneity, things that are kind of like showcase a part of this person's character that goes beyond just sort of like the organized individual, the overthinker, very logically based energy, which it feels like is what they've sort of shown so far. They're ready to kind of open the door to their heart, and their heart is an artist. Their heart space, when they're leading with the heart, this is something that it feels like they are very adventurous, they are very daring, they are very creative in terms of like shows of affection, ways in which they express themselves, or speak on their emotions even. And so it feels like you have satisfied these kind of requirements within this person, that to start to kind of develop that is something, again, that's like in accordance with their highest good. Their intuition is telling them to just do it, and so this is somebody that is listening to that and will definitely express certain things to you before too long. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. Like or comment to claim these energies. Subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more content that I put out here. Don't forget to hit the bell button to get notifications every time I post a new video. And if you would like to book a personal reading with me, I offer those through my Etsy shop, and there's a link for that below. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well.